A man taking off a condom during sex without the woman's consent should be a crime. Like, I should be able to roll over, dial 911, and have him arrested immediately.
I am so fed up with this new generation of men. They literally don't want to get you no flowers. They don't want to take you on no dates. All they want to do is ask you what you doing all day long and tell you lies.
Why do disgusting men have the nerve to send me dick pics? Like, I don't want to see your dick. Put your dirty dick away. Seriously.
Nobody talks about how hard it is to desire a relationship, but literally be completely disgusted by men at the same time. Me, after posting my final rant of the day on how much men disgust me while getting ready to meet my man. At this point, the only thing a man can do for me is get out of my face. In my era where every single male disgusts me, don't flirt or try talking to me, not interested. Those are write-ups from ladies talking about how men disgust them. Hello fam, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. This video is about women complaining, talking about how men disgust them with their actions. The word disgust is a very strong word. I believe they have their reasons for that statement. Let's hear them out.
I am so fed up with this new generation of men. They literally don't want to get you no flowers. They don't want to take you on no dates. All they want to do is ask you what you doing all day long and tell you lies. Like, I'm over it.
I cannot stand when old men overly sexualize me or just be flirting back up, grandpa. You're disgusting me right now. I don't like that.
Lying at this age is literally mental retardation, because for one, play with your mammy. Two, it ain't even that serious. For three, I ain't nobody to be lying to. Who am I? Nobody. But your big ass, which at your big age shows a lot of me about some shit that I really don't even give a fuck about. I'm disappointed. I don't know how to pick them. It's fucking sad. I hate it here.
No, I'm sorry. I'm eating with my mouth full, but men are disgusting. There should be no fucking reason. See, I have my Snapchat public. Because, my TikTok people be wanting to see my stories and stuff like that. And, I got my messages public too, so I could get Snapchats from anybody. Why do disgusting men have the fucking nerve to send me dick pics? Like, I don't want to see your dick. Put your dirty dick away. Seriously. Like, what the fuck? You don't know if I was around my mom or if I was working with my damn kids and a fucking dick just pops up in my fucking phone. Like, are you fucking retarded? Like, do you think I want to see your dirty dick? Your dirty, small shrimp dick? No, I don't. I don't. Beat your meat in peace, please.
So is she telling me that men are on Snapchat prostituting? I don't think men will ever accept to doing something like this. They always shame women for doing things like this. They are so quick to call women low life, prostitutes, women of low value, even when they are the ones patronizing ex-workers. Men will go to OF platform, fund the girls, leave the platform, come over to other social media platforms and drag those girls, cuss them out, say the meanest things about them. It's the double standard for me. The way men and the society frown out prostitution, ex-workers, you would think there is no male ex-worker in existence. I'm not saying that people should start getting into OF, becoming ex-workers. No, I'm trying to point out men's hypocrisy. So you mean men are sliding into women's DMs with their D-pic? Wow, they must be gold diggers. The clip that spoke about older men sexualizing her, I even think about it. Especially in cases where you have men in their 60s dating women in their 20s. This dynamic is a current trend on social media because of the love reality TV show on Netflix titled Age is Just a Number. I think that might be the title, I'm not sure. When I first saw the show on Netflix, I decided to watch it, but at some point I lost interest. So I didn't watch it to the end. I slept off and it was playing, so I really cannot tell you much about the show. Women that choose to date men that are 30 years, 25 years, 20 years older than them, how does it make them feel? I'm just curious. I really want to know. Don't you see them to be your grandpas, your father? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section.
The longer I'm single, the more disgusted with men I get. Picked up an online order from Ulta and decided I was hungry, ran over to Jersey Mike's, brought my book, sat down, and I was eating my sandwich. This man walks in, his kid in tow, scraggly little teenager, that awkward phase that all kids go through. And he orders his sandwich, he comes and he sits down, his son is still waiting on his sandwich. The guy starts eating and isn't thinking anything of it. Kid's still standing there waiting on his sandwich. Then a woman comes in, preteen in tow, and she's ordering, paying, doing something, and she says something about, I don't know, go ask your dad. Well, guess what? Dad was the man sitting down eating his sandwich while the rest of his family was still ordering and waiting on their food. The preteen was absolutely oblivious to needing to tell the employees what he wanted on his sandwich, and he was just staring at his phone. So she kept calling his name over and over, telling him, you need to come up here and tell them what you'd like on your sandwich. Dad did nothing to step in. By time Mom and the two boys get their sandwiches, Dad is done eating. And he goes and he throws away his trash, gets himself up, and heads towards the door. I don't know the details, obviously, and yes, I realize they drove separate, but he didn't even speak to his family while he ate. He didn't speak to his wife or baby mom or whoever. He didn't offer her any help with the boys and their ordering or bringing the food back to the table or anything. It will be a cold day in hell if that is ever my life again. Never. I'd rather be single and happy than partnered up with someone who can't even be bothered to help me with lunch.
A man taking off a condom during sex without the woman's consent should be a crime. Like, I should be able to roll over, dial 911, and have him arrested immediately. Because what be wrong? My friend recently linked with his dude, told him straight up in the messages he need to bring some condoms because she only had the smaller ones and he needed magnums. Of course, he show up empty-handed, and me, I would have sent him back home. But she sent him downstairs to the store. He comes back upstairs, they start getting into it. Why do he still try to go in her without the condom on? So she goes out her way to put it on him herself, right? So in the midst of her throwing it back, she realized, hey, it's feeling a little bit too slippery back there. Reach between her legs to check why is no condom now. So of course she stopped and tell him that he gotta go. She called me. I hear him in the background, big gaslighting her like, oh, it's not that serious. I told you they're too tight on me. And she just going off because at this point he violated her. But I've also had guys try to violate me and other girls I know the same way. And I need to understand, what is y'all thought process behind this? Like, I already agreed to smash. You can't at the very least just keep the condom on? What if she's trying to protect you from getting something? Is the nut really that serious, or do y'all just feel that entitled to just do what y'all want? Either way, any man who moves like that needs to be put under the jail.
I don't really know what to make out of the lady that spoke about what she observed during her lunch, the family she was talking about. So many things could be in play. So many things could be the reason why the man behaved the way he did. We don't have much information to what she said. We really cannot tell exactly what was going on. One, it could be that both parents are co-parenting. It was a drop-off. Maybe the man just dropped off the children and wanted to have lunch and dash off. Or it could be that he's not interested. I've seen cases where men abandon their family. You could visibly see the woman struggling with the children, maybe 3-4 children, and the man was busy sitting comfortably beside her, having his meal unbothered. So men have this mindset that when it comes to parenting, it's none of their business. It's not their area of specialty. It's a woman's job. No one should involve them. And they're not even interested. They are not ready to assist. Even if it was a case of co-parenting, he dropped the kids off and the lady was picking them up, he is still your father. The problem you have with your wife should not be transferred to your children. That is how reasonable men should see things. That is how matured men should behave, should handle issues. The uncertainty that comes with dealing with men, being in a relationship with men, dating men, marrying men is the reason why so many women are now avoiding relationships. A man can start off by sweeping off your feet, making you feel loved, feel accepted, feel wanted, making you feel like he's a nice person. But it's really hard for you to tell what that man is going to become in the nearest future. And for the man that didn't want to use condom, maybe he has an ulterior motive. Some men love to baby trap women. It could be that might be what he wants to do, or he might want to infect her, or maybe just doesn't like using condom. Some people don't like using condom. Ladies, don't let anyone sweet talk you into let's do skin to skin or it's better off. Remember, men don't get pregnant. So if you don't want pregnancy, do not fall for that. If you know you're not ready to single-handedly take care of a child without depending on a man, don't listen to the talk. It's either he uses the CD or no show.
I have a problem with men who try to run women off the road, or men who are not nice to women on the road. I have a big problem with that, because I could literally be your daughter, your sister, your mother, and maybe even, I don't want to even say your wife, because I would never date somebody like you. I literally almost got ran off of the road by someone who drives a Wrangler, a black Wrangler, a man at that, going off of a ramp. I'm in the merge lane. Mind you, there's only one way down. He literally started to speed up when the lane started to close. He was willing to run me off of the road. Are you serious? Where you are going, is it that important? Because if you were to die today, life will go on.
They will hire somebody new if you're rushing to that job. They will find your replacement before you're even in the grave. How dare you try to run me off the road? After my birthday, you try to take a real girl out? You should be sad. Y'all, I took his license plate. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to find out something. He's not getting away with this. I'm going to write him a nice little letter of complaint.
I hate broke men more and more every single day. Anytime I hear a story now of a broke man inflicting his brokenness on a poor and unassuming woman, it literally enrages me. So my friend told me a story yesterday from her job. She works at like this merch concession stand type thing, I'm not gonna say where, and she's servicing this couple very clearly on a date, and it comes time to pay, and the girl asks the guy, she's like, oh, can I put my stuff with your stuff? So my friend says, the guy looks at her and is like, how much is that again? Talking about the girl stuff, and my friend goes, oh, it's $20. He goes, oh yeah, she can pay for that herself, and like chuckles and like laughs. Broke people should never laugh, because what the fuck is so funny? I hate the things broke men do. I hate the things broke men say. I hate how loud the broke man's voice has become in the court of public opinion. So much so that they've been able to attempt to change the narrative that women don't have anything to offer and women don't bring anything to the table. Women don't deserve nice treatment unless you're that. Women don't deserve to get their first days paid for. Women should also go 50-50 on all the bills, but not 50-50 on anything else, because everything else is also a woman's job. At this point, what the y'all have to offer besides embarrassment and misery? Because literally at one point, you could not get a wife if you had nothing to offer. If you had no money, if you had no job, if you had no skills, you were bitchless. Women's families would not let y'all anywhere near that woman if you had no way to provide for her and your future family. It's just so baffling to me that these men are trying to get the world to conform to their brokenness and not them go get a skill and get a job. And to the women out there who are giving these brokies the fuck world when they can't even give you some fuck silverware, I need y'all to stand the up. Wake up. You're sleeping with these men. You're housing these men. You are funding these men. And even worse, you're conceiving children with these broke men, continuing the broke man lineage. What are you getting in return? Truly ask yourself that. What are you getting in return? You're getting more bills while that man's child's hanging off your titty. Because I know he's not doing 50-50 when it comes to child bearing and child caring. More of the story is, a man that truly loves you wants to make sure that you are good. A man that truly loves you does not want to see you struggle. And I'm going to end this by saying that there's a certain demographic of men that do not participate in this conversation, because in a lot of cultures, including my own in Nigeria, men still have to pay a dowry. They still have to pay a bride price. Men and their families got to cough up money, land, food, items, whatever, before that woman's family gives her over to his family. This broke man liberation thing, we gotta nip this shit in the bud.
Are men disgusting to you? Do men give you an ick? Share your experience with us in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for your support.